Republicans are once again predictably getting triggered by Democrats standing up against Donald Trump's lies and insane conspiracy theories. And in particular, they're mad at Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib. I feel like that's a sentence I could just say on the show every day, but they're very mad at those women being rude to him at the State of the Union. It was a solemn event where he's just calling the Democrats crazy and talking about stories where everybody's drenched in blood. How dare they ruin that thing? But anyway, they're mad at them for standing up for Ilhan Omar was shouting, "You're killing Americans," which is just literally a thing that he did. So anyway, Alex Jones, okay, we're gonna get to his commentary first. Take a look.
I don't hate her because she's got brown skin. I hate her because she is a rat-like demonic pig who has total disdain for everyone. And everything she says about us is her. She is disgusting beyond belief. But can we just have her indicted? She's been caught stealing tens of millions on record, refusing to stand for the hockey team and for people murdered by career criminals the Democrats let out, and over again. I mean, it's cancer. Then you got Ilhan Omar. I don't see a black person. She's not black. I see a slave master piece of filth, a true Lex Luthor in the flesh, an enemy.
Okay, he's the one bringing up race multiple times. I think he might actually be a racist. I know that he's saying he's not, but I suspect he might be. What's with the Lex Luthor? You look kind of like Lex Luthor. I mean, if Lex Luthor like really let himself go, that's kind of what you'd look like. My favorite part though is she's a demonic pig and everything she says is really about us, or like that she's projecting. Dude, you're calling her a demonic pig and you're talking about projection. Okay, interesting there. So she's a slave master, she's rat-like, she's a pig. Also, he's getting his conspiracy theories mixed up, where he's like, she's on the record stealing tens of millions of dollars. No, dude, no, what you guys say is that other Somalis have done, not her. Nobody's saying she stole tens of millions. The money that you think she has that she shouldn't is that her net worth mysteriously went up, not through fraud in Minneapolis, but something else. And we don't know what it is, except that we do. It's that she married a guy who has a partial stake in businesses and his net worth is being added to hers. It's already been solved. He's so deranged and hopped up on pulled pork or whatever that he doesn't even know what conspiracy theories he wants to focus on. But anyway, it is grotesque. I think we can all agree with that. And instantly he turns to she should be arrested and all that. I just want to be very clear about what he's mad about. And then Jackson, you can jump in. He's mad that while Donald Trump is demagoguing and fear-mongering about Somalis or whatever, she's yelling, "You're killing Americans in the streets." And what is she talking about when she says that? What she's talking about is that an out-of-control president has unilaterally expanded executive federal power and has invaded one American city after another with unaccountable, anonymous, above the law troops, jackbooted thugs that are now gunning down American citizens. And she's standing up for the American citizens. And Alex Jones, who for literally decades has been the guy saying, we gotta water the tree of liberty with the blood of tyrants, and we need to stand against the federal government. Now all of a sudden loves the federal government killing American citizens, loves them trampling over states' rights and the ability of governors and mayors to have control of what happens in their area. And how dare Ilhan Omar point out that they're killing American citizens? That is the poor, pathetic state that Alex Jones is in. A guy who warned about kind of the exact sort of government that we have right now for decades, but now he likes it. And he doesn't want anybody to inconvenience it. What do you think, Jackson?
Well, of course we know that's not how Ilhan actually got rich. It was the satanic, demonic, alien child sacrifices that that's how it actually happened.
That was a good Alex Jones.
But thank you. I've been practicing, but but of course, part of Alex Jones' whole tirades and propaganda that he gives is that there's like this interdimensional battle going on that involves children and trafficking. But somehow Donald Trump being literally the Jesus of child trafficking, being mentioned in the Epstein files, look, over 1 million times, and there's still 3 million files left that they won't release, so that probably will be bumped up to 5 or 6 million. Somehow that's completely irrelevant. So let's shift our focus to Ilhan Omar, one of the few brown people in Congress at all who wears a hijab pretty normally, but I'm not racist, but and then Donald Trump, the man who on a daily basis is cursing out Americans and slandering everybody. And he was in there like, the Democrats are crazy. These people are crazy. Why don't they stand up? But it's Ilhan who has who's the demon, because she had the nerve to point out the fact that Trump's Gestapo is literally taking American lives. But Alex Jones has suffered quite a bit through his own actions, but he's still on the airwaves. But this is a silly guy. And he's still a Trump supporter, despite all of his interdimensional alien child sacrifice peddling that he does.
Yeah, the fact, and we'll get to a little bit more on the Epstein, but the fact that Donald Trump is literally tied in with elite pedophiles and he's killing Americans in the streets. Alex Jones, those are like your two things. You had two jobs to fight the pedophiles and to fight the feds killing people. And he gave up on both of it. But anyway, speaking of people suffering from their own actions, I want to end with just a little bit of Donald Trump's post. Now, we were originally going to read this because he attacks Ilhan Omar, he attacks Rashida Tlaib, pretends that they had bulging, bloodshot eyes. Like Ilhan Omar was mad, but she kept it together very well. And Rashida Tlaib, I literally don't even think she did anything. I don't even know. They kept it together so much better. Like Donald Trump just wants to live in a world where women are emotional, okay? They're out of control. Meanwhile, he's frothing at the mouth. He's losing his mind. So again, they are projecting, but that's not why I want to read it right now. I want to get to the end. He talks about Robert De Niro and Rosie O'Donnell. He is having a meltdown right here. But he goes on to say, the good news is that America is now bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. And it's driving them absolutely crazy. But no, that's not the issue. And that's not what's going on. The issue for you is that America is not bigger, better, richer, and stronger. And people see it. And it's really making them mad. And the numbers have turned against you, and the midterms look bad, and people hate your stinking guts. And that's driving you crazy. That's the issue. Now, you've gotten richer, definitely. Your donors have gotten richer. The other wailing baboons on the Republican side in the audience have gotten richer. They're all very happy. That's why they're clapping and everything. But they also feel the floor dropping out from under them because the American people don't like what they're seeing. With the cost of everything going up, here at TYT, we're always trying to help you guys out and save you some money. Your cell phone bill is the last place you should be getting ripped off. But if you're with Verizon or AT&T, chances are you're way overpaying for the plan you're on. That's why TYT is teaming up with Noble Mobile, the only cell phone plan that pays you to use your phone less. With their Noble plan, get unlimited data for only $50 a month. But the real game changer is the cash back you get for your unused data. The less data you use, the more cash back you get. It's a win-win. Stop letting big wireless rip you off. Choose a company that aligns with your values and isn't trying to milk you for every last cent. And by switching to Noble, you're directly supporting TYT in our mission of bringing you honest, independent news. So give Noble a try and make the switch today. Scan the QR code on the screen now or visit go.tyt.com/plan. That's go.tyt.com/plan. If you enjoyed that, then make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming a member. So you're probably wondering, why would I do that? Well, when you do that, you get access to bonus content that I make every single week, and it's a lot of fun. You get custom emojis and more. If you join at tier 3, by the way, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself. And you'll get all that going forward, but you'll also unlock years of the back catalog that is literally 100 or more bonus clips and top 10 lists and debates and more. So what are you waiting for?